I'm feeling called to create just shorter clips for YouTube because I want to express my feelings and thoughts in current time and moment. And right now, I am reading a book called The Untethered Soul. Has anyone read that book? Because it is literally making my brain expand. It is showing me the dimensions of how convoluted our brain and thought system and consciousness like actually works, but it's also explaining the perfect way to be aware of all of the inner workings that are going up here in the spin doctor and like bringing them back down to earth and realizing how to parse them out and still live in aligned consciousness. Wild. I'm only like a quarter of the way through the book. Reflection one. The author goes into talking about how our thoughts are connected to past and future, right? Like our thoughts are typically either ruminating on something from the past, about somebody, about some event, or about the future, like what is going to happen, what should be happening. But anything we're thinking about in the future is like based on like also the old data from the past. So when all of these thoughts are happening and going on, it's not in full consciousness because when we think about our conscious state, right? If we think about our consciousness, that is just in the present. It is just in this present moment sitting here on this chair, looking at this camera, talking into this microphone. And if I'm not thinking about the past or future, then I am in full presence of the here and now and in this experience. Parsing out that from the thoughts of past and future, essentially giving you the permission slip to know that whatever it is that you're thinking about is not in real time consciousness. It's not in your real time conscious state. So when we have thoughts of anxiety or dysregulation, right? It's because our thoughts are going into places and spaces that give us that feeling. And to start noticing, right? Like he invites us to start noticing the thoughts rather than like letting your body react to the thought, right? Like almost just consciously noticing that you're having thoughts happening, but you don't need to be reacting to them or feeling them fully or allowing them to like penetrate into your now present conscious state. Mind blown. I don't know if I'm gonna be like iterating what he says in this book, right? But these are my reflections from it. These are my takeaways so far because I feel like now I have to do like a part series for this. Another thing I'm loving about this is the exercise he gives for you to really start noticing your thoughts, kind of like looking at your thoughts as like a roommate who's just like a chatterbox in your brain and almost like physically removing your thoughts from your physical body by like naming it a person or like making it somebody else so you can just be aware of the thoughts but not necessarily like living in them. And I tried this exercise one day and it felt so surreal because I was almost just getting like annoyed with my thoughts for like keep on chattering, but I kept trying to like create space between me and the thoughts, right? Like if I have a thought of something that went bad in my past, I could feel my heart palps. I could feel like my physical body reacting to like the anxious state or like the annoyed state. And in the practice, I was able to kind of just let it like swift by me or like to keep the chatterbox just kept going. It was like, all right, I'm not going to be stuck on this thought. Just keep going. Just keep going. Really interesting. And the third thing, I'm going to end this video with this last thought. I am at the point where he's talking about the heart space, like the heart center and the energy around it and like how blockages occur in your heart space or in any aspect of your body, right? So when we focus on the heart space, when we focus on that energy that flows from our heart center, right? It's this energy that like sparks joy. It's the energy that really lights you up. It's the stuff that like energetically like you get drawn to. You like literally your body moves towards it. And when your heart space closes, that's when you like contract. That's when you get blocked off. And he uses this example of like somebody you love can make you feel like so much love and you're just so happy to be around them. But until they say something mean to you, then you're just all of a sudden like, nope, now the love is gone. Heart is off. It's not here anymore. That part of that book has been shifting my days recently because I can feel myself through my days, like expanding, contracting, like having my heart space open and close. And there's points where like I'll close off because I'm just in like, fight or flight mode and just going and like trying to get stuff done around the house. And I can feel myself tensing up, like just getting stuff done. And I'll literally just like take a second and be like, okay, your heart space is closed, open it back up, open it back up, open it back up. And he's saying in the book that you can train yourself to literally keep your heart space open always. I don't know how yet. And I'm I'm going to figure that out because I am somebody who loves to be in the present moment, who loves to enjoy life, like genuinely be aware of my conscious body and the fact that I'm in a human journey and that like every single moment is a gift. Like I genuinely think about that every single day, if not multiple times a day. So bringing awareness to my heart space and just seeing myself come in, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, I am like, oh my God, I want my heart space to just be so fucking open, so deliberately, just like in a state of like, not necessarily it has to be joy, but just like it doesn't matter what's going on because honestly, all of it at the end of the day doesn't matter. So why am I going to let my energy like block my heart space if whatever annoyance that I'm feeling in the moment that's blocking me up is actually just going to pass? And the more open I keep my heart, the faster it's going to pass through instead of like sitting with it and blocking it. And then like you're hugging the problem and making sure that you're like ruminating in it for a while. And I'm not saying that there aren't problems to like think through and feel out and like feel your emotions. I am all about feeling your emotions, but just that like daily, the little nuances that you can truly let go of just by bringing your heart space open again. I'm mind blown. If this is what I've gotten, and there's probably one more I probably could have popped in here out of just 25% through the book, child, let's just wait for the next part then because I feel like it's going to get good. It's going to get good.